Very good morning, everyone. Again, I would like to thank to the Dr. Agusta Mana for the kind introductions. And of course, I would like to thank also the committee who give me the opportunities to share actually our research here to continue the keynote speech from our ministry. Yeah, our ministry already addressed about the collaboration between university, governments, and industries in order to develop health technology. And our ministry already addressed some key points. That might be, that the medical device, most of the medical device, I think 88% actually now is still imported. So that means we should care about how to develop our ability to develop this medical device. And then I think that in the pandemic COVID, we have also challenge to speed up, our ability to actually replace, or not to replace, but to develop all medical device. Let's say our ministry already has tell us that, for example, ventilators, and Indonesian scientists also now, I know that they developed also vaccine and also some any detection methods for the COVID-19. So that's, I mean, this is very good challenge to us, to improve, to further develop this kind of our innovations. So this similar topic, I would like to address also to continue our the keynote lecture for our ministry. I think according to our what we have worked in natural resources, especially for the health purposes. So my topic is the development of natural resources that can improve the quality of life, a synergism between governments, university, and industry. And that's what we actually familiar with the Triple Helix. And let me introduce again. I am from School of Pharmacy, but the Institute of Technology as the Vice Dean of Academic Affairs, and also now I have been appointed as the Director of University Centers for Excellent Nutraceutical Bioscience and Biotechnology Research Centers. So let me introduce. Let me start my presentation today to just to give you this picture. This picture tells us that natural resources since long time ago serve many advantages for us, benefit for us, for human, actually, that you can see, and also with the biotechnology can utilize natural product as the sources for the medicine, for the drug, for example, for crop production, for flower, for forage. And we look at the picture in the right side, global material use of in the natural product, natural product for the human life for many purposes, not only limited to the health purposes, but also for the energy, for example, and for the any purposes of life, a human life. And you look at this one, I think in the year 1970 to 2020. The annual global extraction of material triplet, increasing 3 times per capita material demand also grow. And now, 2022 now, following the current trend, global material use could more than double by 2060s. I think that means the natural sources always serve us for the beneficial use. So I would like to also introduce our biodiversity in Indonesia. And you know that Indonesia, what we always say that Indonesia is the second biggest country in biodiversity. Terrestrial plants, marine natural product, and also micro. That is a very potential to be developed. For the many kind of products, for the many kind of purposes as well. So you look at this one, right? So this picture, I just would like to express my thinking, my insight to you that long time ago, the human already have the natural sources, to treat the disease, to keep they healthy. So you look at this one, and then with the development of science and technology, these very ancient times, the very traditional way to utilize the natural sources have been developed to, let's say, this one semi-modern, and you look at this one, and finally, with the science and the technology involving by government, university, and also industry, those natural sources have been used for the global developments, for the very global developments. And in terms of what we call herbal medicine, for example, and now we know Indonesians have experience to use herbal medicine since long time ago, and now we have also the what we call very advanced technology that can be used to develop herbal medicine to be the one of the global development drugs product. So this means we have already happy about this one. So this just to give you simple data in Indonesia. Our national administration for food and drug agency, what we call in Indonesia Badan POM, develop the regulates the classification of herbal medicine that can be found in the commercial product. And actually there are three types of herbal medicine. The first one is jamu. I think the jamu is the very low level of herbal medicine. That means you can find anywhere in the shop, in the pharmacy shop, in the apotheke in Indonesia, you can find any product of jamu. And jamu doesn't need to prove the activity, the pharmacological activity using the scientific research. So that if you got information from the, let's say, for tribal healers like dukun, and maybe you can also make the product and you can register to the Badan POM, to our NRGFC. And the second one, most of the product actually herbal medicine in the market right now is classified into jamu. And the second categories of product, what we call safety, the standardized herbal medicines. Standardized herbal medicine claim the pharmacological activity, the efficacy have been proven by scientific research, what we call preclinical studies. So that means the animal data have already proven the pharmacological activity of this product. So, however, up till now there is only limited product that already belong to this second standardized herbal medicines. And then the last one, I think this is very highest level of herbal medicine product. What we say, I think it's almost similar to the what we call modern drugs. That means this product, this herbal medicine product, have been standardized and also have been proven the pharmacological activity via clinical study using the human respondent, of course. And then, the clinical study have clinical phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. And then, however, again, that we have only 24 of the herbal medicine products belong to the phytopharmaca. So this means the many challenges and many also prospective potential one that we have to also put in our minds that we can contribute it for the next product in the future. And you know that around 5,000 Simplicia, I mean the crude drugs, so from the medicinal plant have been used actually by people in Indonesia, by community in Indonesia as the traditional medicine product. So this picture, just to give you again the insights how to develop the plants, medicinal plants. Yeah, you look at this one. This is medicinal plants. You do sorting with a very high level, and then now it has been produced by GMP, traditional medicine GMP that has been regulated by our Badan POM. So that means all parts, all triple helix have to be involved in the development of this product. And then you look at this one, these plants, is sorting, cutting, this process for production, and finally you have the good product. I took this picture from Martin Alberto. This is the big traditional medicine company in Indonesia and also cosmetic. So this is one example, yeah, how we improve, yeah, how we improve the development, how we develop the herbal medicine, yeah, medicinal plant. What I already tell you in the beginning, that we have a lot of natural sources, and some of them have been potential to be developed as, let's say, what I told you in 3 category: Jamu, standardized herbal medicine, and phytopharmaca. And we can also develop it as plant-derived drugs and also nutraceuticals. So that's mean to produce this one, to develop herbal medicine, we need to contribution. We need a collaboration between university, also industry for production, research. University will be responsible for production, and of course our government for the regulation of this one. So this is the one of example how this Indonesian herbal medicine strategy to be developed to more contribution for the quality, good quality of health. And if you look at this one, just to give you one example, how complicated, how difficult actually to develop herbal medicine. So that's mean university cannot do it alone. Industry cannot do it alone as well. And government, of course, government have to give the guidance, have to give the guidelines how to develop this herbal medicine. So that's mean the good way to do this very complicated development strategy, discovery strategy, from the beginning, the collaboration from university, government, and industry have to be started. So that's I think in the fact, I think in our experience, sometimes the government have been involved actually for the advanced research, not from the beginning. So sometimes your basic research sometimes did not comply with the regulation. So this is also similar situation that we also found many times in industry. Sometimes the research do it, university do research alone without involving industry. So that's mean the possibility to go to the market is also difficult. So this is what medicinal plants for drug discovery strategy. This is only one aspect how to do that one. Yeah, we look at this one: physicochemistry, pharmaceutical development, and biological development, market developments. This is, I think, this industrial one. This is can be the contribution, dominant contribution from our regulation, our government. This can be also the domination from the contribution from the university, and then the right one, the marketing, maybe this is a more dominant from the industry involved in this development. So if you look at this one, how far, and then how costly, and also how risky the development of herbal, the medicines, not only herbal, but also the synthetic drugs, but also from the biopharmaceutical drug and engineered resource to be the candidate of the drugs. It's a very long way, so I don't want to explain to you into detail this one because we have just limited time. So you look at this one, started from the clinical study. Yeah, if you cannot pass it, it will be fail. Yeah, but if you pass this one, and then you can collect the money. So that's mean you will have I think the benefit for your product, but you should spend a lot of money, of course, and also at least 10 years or less. Yeah, and now in a COVID situation, for example, for herbal development, herbal medicine, that can also the policy of our regulation, yeah, can skip, for example, the clinical trial phase 1 if you are really have the evidence that your candidate have the less toxicity. That means the safety enough to develop with this one. So this picture just to explain to you in short how fast, how long, and how also risk. I mean that maybe if you have already developed the drug, at the end your drug is not able to go to the market because of toxicity, for example, and because of maybe the less efficacy. So therefore, maybe this one is can be risky. You spend a lot of money, but at the end you cannot go to the market. But this is something that have to be a challenge for the development of herbal medicine, and also how much money that you can spend for this one. I think for the costly is not problem if you really succeed, and then you can go to the market. And for example, several drugs. Let now maybe right now the vaccine, how much money that the company who produce like Biopharma, Biopharma. I mean also the Chinese company to produce vaccine. So this is I look at this one. You can collect if you succeed to develop herbal medicine. So what I would like to highlight here, so to get this product, to do this research, and also this one, so we have to involve, we have to do together. Yeah, at least the government have been also involved in from the beginning, so that you do the preclinical study based on the regulation of our government, and then clinical study also comply with the regulation, and then industry also involved from the beginning, because it took a long time, right? So I would like to give you one more example. This one, how to discover the anti-cancer. This is anti-cancer drugs, very popular for the cancer patients. That in I think first line therapy for anti-cancers. You look at this one. This is etoposide, teniposide, and etopopos. Now this is structure. It actually come from this traditional in Nepal. The Himalayan mountains. They found this plant. This plant is very active, and finally they do the extraction procedure here, and then they isolated this compound. And then after isolation, this compound, this is very toxic because of the structure, and do the modification. So to do this one, I think we should involve the industrial, whether this our candidate is really is really a perspective to the market. So that means we should involve again the government's industrial institution as well, right? So we are now familiar with the valley of death, right? So that means the way is that there's some innovations, some innovations can be in the beginning, can be developed with the very quick progress, but then disappear entirely. So many times that we found that our innovations not go to the market, cannot be used by the community. So what we call innovation validated. So here you look at these ones. This one a level of investment. So that this is R&D university, and at university they have limited funding. If the funding cannot cannot go into the very high, and then the private funding. This is maybe contribution the industry can increase. So I mean, this is very valley of death. Maybe the innovation can most of innovation become disappear. So you look at this one as well. So this is investment as well. So this is the academia. Academia normally with TRL, the readiness level. Normally academia fully involved in the TRL 1 to 4. What Indonesian adapted this one. So our lecturer now about the TRL, right? And there is the gap, of course. There is the gap, so what we call TRL 4 and 7 and 6. So this is started to involve industrial. And industry already involved here. If you have already your innovation and research in the TRL 6 to 9, so that means the industry will be more interesting to involve in your innovation. So that means we should have the bridge of technology valley of or co-create innovation by academia and industry. And also in the beginning, we involve also the regulation. So that means finally your product will comply with the regulation. So what we can do actually, academia and industry should better understand each other culture. Yeah, a long time ago, I think now I'm happy for that one, that industrial already goes to the R&D, and if a university not only talking about the publication, but they also talking about the startup, for example, and also the product, the end product. And academia should better understand real-world industrial challenge. So that's academia is not only thinking about the scientific and the technology. If we would like to, to have your research product can be used by community, can go to the market. So that means we should understand real-world industrial challenge. And practitioners should stay up to date with the state of the art. And of course, the development of science and technology. And this one, industry should hire more PhD. Maybe Dr. Adriansa from Biopharma can look at this line. And academia and industry should conduct more joint research project. And then joint research project is better if we can start it from the beginning. We write the proposal from the beginning, and we can do that one and know exactly what is the way to go to the market. So this one, the triple helix, and then there is the theory, several theory explain this one, right? Because limited times, I don't want to explain this one. So this one is how do you call it? This collaboration between university and industry in triple helix. So this one, for example, we have patent here. So we have patent here. This is university novelty production. I think novelty and scientific approved science and technology. This is responsibility of university, and of course legislative control government is a responsibility for government, and wealth penetration and also invest the research funding. This is the industry, so they can get the patent together. So this is one political economy here, and also innovation will bridge between three parties, the triple helix, knowledge, infrastructure. So this one, according to Edkowitz model, there are the three separate institutional spheres. Yeah, university, industry, and government will initially operate independently from each other. Can be one of the model. So that's mean university doing research with the research funding from other funding, for example, and then you can do it by yourself, but you already communicate with the government and also industry. And the different states of development of regional innovation systems, it's spare developed knowledge space, where knowledge institutions begin to concentrate certain R&D activities related to the regions, with some network emerging around them. And the second phase, the region develops consensus space where actors from the three spheres begin to work together to generate new strategy and ideas. And the third phase, the region develops in innovation space where new organizational mechanisms are developed or introduced to realize strategy developed in the previous stage. So there are some models actually explain how triple helix can be done together. So and then can give us the good opportunity to have our innovation to the market. So this is, for example, what we have done. Yeah, we have actually explored also natural product. Actually, in the community, is not really high technology. We can explore this one, but now with the science and technology can improve the production of herbal medicine, and then produce the material, what we call, for example, active pharmaceutical ingredient, API. So now we have already collaboration with the government, so that we do the clinical study and preclinical study related to the government regulation, and we also involve the industry to develop this kind of product. So thank you very much for your attention. This is our small group to develop this one. So we hope now we are discussing with our partner from industry as well, and also of course involve the government. So this is make the collaboration between government, university, and also industry to work together to produce high quality of research, and also that research can be penetrate to the market. And of course, each university, each institution, each partner will have the benefit for this collaboration. I think that's all what I would like to present it. I think because it's very short preparations, yeah. Hopefully that it can give us us the insights, yeah, how to increase our innovation, how to develop natural sources for the better life of a human. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Please, I will give it to Dr. Agustana.